Oh, I think it's time for the Shambra launch pad.
Ooh.
Wow. So I think the crew in the back, you're going to make the connection this time on Skype. So if you get that ready, and Linda and I will do a little introduction. You have a slide with our... Okay. So I'll get some water in the meantime, and I'll block the screen.
Okay.
Actually, they're getting set up for our Skype call, and our launch pad today is with Sharon Clark Rowlands. Do you want this?
Sure.
They're probably calling her right now, and somewhere in Canada. I forgot exactly where. Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, okay.
So, and Sharon has a book which I read the other day. I really enjoyed it. It's clear. It's easy to read, but yet there's a lot of profound messages in it. It's called "Oh, We Should Have Told You," and actually, I wished I had written that book. I think it's like the angel saying, "By the way, we should have told you." When
There we go.
Great,
Hello, Sharon.
Hi.
Sharon, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We're getting it adjusted. It seems to be coming in pretty clear.
Okay.
Good. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. And
A little nervous.
you don't need to be. You're with Shambra. So, I was just telling everybody that we read your book the other day, and I really enjoyed it. It's very clear, very to the point, and entertaining.
Thank you. Thank you.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about what caused you to write the book in the first place?
What caused me to write it?
What made you want to do this beautiful creation?
Well, I've always wanted to do a book, and I guess like many people, I was doing another book, which wasn't going well, and this one just came to me.
And what the title? We should have told you. What does that mean? Well,
the title. First of all, I was trying to write another book, as I say, and it wasn't going well. And one night I was sitting at my computer and I heard, well, just pick out some little stories. And so I did that. And I sat with the pile for a couple of days thinking, well, what am I supposed to do with this pile of little stories? And then I had an experience where 2 days in a row, clerks at a store said to me, oh, we should have told you. And so I went home and I thought, what's that about? And so then I got, that's the title for your stories. And I thought, okay, well, what next? And then I sort of sat with the stories and got some suggestions for what I call the subtitles, like, oh, we should have told you, your life will go in circles, we should have told you, your spiritual journey will start with a crisis, that kind of thing. And so that's how the book developed.
And what was your favorite, or what is your favorite, oh, we should have told you?
Sorry, I can't hear you for that question.
Sure. What is your favorite, oh, we should have told you? What do you really wish they would have told you?
I don't know. The story that has received the best response is the McDonald's dinner story. I don't know if you recall it. It's the one where I was just a synchronicity of events, and I ended up at McDonald's, which I don't tend to frequent. And
we all say that. We all say we never go to McDonald's.
I really don't frequent them.
Pardon?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
And you said, you interrupted by saying?
I interrupted by saying, we all say we don't go to McDonald's, but, we get disguised and go through the drive-through.
Anyway, I ended up ordering 2 dinners because I just to put the coupon in my pocket. And when I turned around, there was the only empty table in the place was beside a man who was sitting there nursing a coffee and looked very much like he couldn't afford a dinner. And so I sat down beside him and I said, have you had your dinner? And he said, no, I haven't. And I said, well, that's why I ordered 2 dinners. And I gave him one and I kept one. And it was so when I walked away, it was very natural, I guess is what I want to say, even though part of me is thinking, what are you doing? And when I walked away, the man gave me the best smile and a great thank you. And I walked away and I thought, that man was sitting there, I believe. I believe he was a street person, and he was sitting in McDonald's nursing a coffee, which was probably all he could afford, and smelling the food. And I thought, and I came in and I provided him with a dinner. And I thought, I want to remember that for times when I'm in his position, that I want to remember that right now, somebody's walking towards me with the piece of the puzzle that I'm missing.
Excellent.
So that would be my favorite story.
Yeah, that's great. And Sharon, I noticed that you published through Lulu.
Yes.
And I'm familiar with that, but would you tell people a little bit about it, just so they know it's really, really easy?
Well, I'm glad you brought up Lulu, because it gives me an opportunity to acknowledge a great deal of assistance that I had, human assistance. I was only capable of doing a Word document. That's the limit of my computer skills at that time. And Shambra from the message board, whose name is Redwood, Dawn Anderson, she agreed to help me, offered to help me. And she did all the editing, the layout, and the technical stuff, uploading to Lulu. So for technical stuff, I don't know anything. Dawn did that. What I do know for Lulu is you can take what Dawn and I did. We took a Word document. Dawn laid it out. And I believe you can even get a program now that's like software that will help you lay out a book. And then Lulu just prints it. And the beauty is you can order just one copy, or you can order as many as you want, of course. But for very little money, you can have a copy of your book in your hand.
Yeah. And also people can order your book through lulu.com.
Yeah. Now, what I have discovered in that regard is Lulu, by my definition, is very user-friendly for American authors. The printing cost is very reasonable with Lulu, but I found that shipping and handling outside of the United States is pricey.
Yes.
But if you're an American author, dynamite.
Yeah.
Sell, within the country. But as I say, I have found it's a little pricey to come to Canada.
Yeah, and there's other services in different countries around the world that are similar. Lulu lets you automatically upload your files. They print it in a book. You can get just one copy or 10 or 100.
That's
and
right.
People can
That's
buy
right.
it through there.
Yes.
It's so easy these days, and that's one of the things I love about the Launchpad, is letting everybody know it's easy to do
You
this
can
stuff.
do it.
You can do it.
If you choose to,
Yes,
you can do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can. And I've noticed in glancing through Lulu, some of the books are like 10 pages long.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be a masterpiece.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to have their own little books, and maybe you only have like 12 poems, put them in a book.
Yeah.
It's so exciting to receive a book and say, hey, this is my book.
And Sharon, I really enjoyed your book. Again, I found it insightful and just entertaining. It was fun to read. I was just going to kind of skim through it, and then I found myself going into and reading every word. So I truly enjoyed
Well,
it.
and you can see that you don't have to, it's not like reading the Bible, that it's really, truly,
Yeah.
you can just read bits and pieces and just enjoy a message at a time.
So Sharon, thank you for being on the Launchpad today. We're going to take a big, deep breath with you, for your creation, and thanking you for being here with us today, and hopefully encouraging other Shambra to do, whether it's books or music or opening a restaurant or whatever, doing counseling, whatever happens to be. It's time to get out there and just do it.
Good. Thank you. And I agree with you. Yes, it is time to just do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.